Thanks for joining us on Your Kentuckiana Home. I'm Kimberly Greenwell. Learn about the tour of new homes going on in a couple weeks, and Window World is coming up to tell us a little bit about roofs.
Welcome to Your Kentuckiana Home, the only local home show in Kentuckiana. Your Kentuckiana Home is brought to you by Window World of Louisville.
Thanks for joining us on Your Kentuckiana Home. We're with Pat Griso with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Parks and Weisberg. Thanks for joining us again, Pat.
Thanks for having me, Kimberly.
So you have to be so excited to be in this gorgeous brand new model at Cooper Farms.
Yes, it's one of our prettier floor plans and it's very popular.
It's very open.
Yes, it's, formal living with your dining room is a formal space, and then you have your breakfast area. You actually have a first floor guest suite with a full bath, and then upstairs you have your master and 3 additional bedrooms and a loft.
And so what is this floor plan called?
This is our Canterbury.
Okay, so if they wanted to see the Canterbury floor plan, then they would need to come out to Cooper Farms to see this particular floor plan.
Yes.
And you guys are part of a big tour of new homes that's going on in a couple of weeks.
Yes, that's actually the 29th and 30th. And our 6 models will be open, and an additional 7 spec homes that we have. And that's the hours of 12 to 6. And there's an app that you can download for free. The event is free, and it's Parade Craze. And that'll give you a map of all of the homes that are going to be on the tour, and you can visit them.
You know, one of the neat things about Ball Homes is they have so many different communities to choose from, and all of these different floor plans.
Yes, we're very fortunate that we have a lot of different models in a lot of different neighborhoods and different sides of town.
And so right now we're at Cooper Farms.
Yes.
And tell us a little bit about the neighborhood and where it's located.
We're right off of the Gene Snyder Preston Highway, very close to 65. The neighborhood currently has over 600 homes. Wow. We're getting ready for 2 more sections, and there's a great junior size Olympic swimming pool and a rec clubhouse that has some exercise fitness equipment.
And this is one of the few neighborhoods that Ball Homes has that actually has a clubhouse and a swimming pool.
Yes, and it's been here from the previous developer.
And you guys have a lot of nature here too, a lot of walking trails. It's close to a lot of the parks.
Right, actually McNeely Lake Park is right in our backyard. And once they get through to the next section, they're going to have a road that's going to be you'll be able to walk right to the park.
Wow, and speaking of the next section, there's lots of construction going on here. Yes. So tell us a little bit about the different phases that are available.
Well, we're hoping Section 12, we're currently in Section 11, and we have a good handful of lots available still. Section 12, we're hoping by the fall we'll be able to start selling that.
What types of lots are available here?
Well, we can do from a slab foundation to a basement, which is either an in-ground basement or a walkout basement. Your lot will dictate that.
And what's the square footage ranges of this neighborhood?
We start as small as 1839, and I think we go as high as 3,300 square feet.
So what is the price ranges here?
We start at $186,000.
If they don't want to wait for the tour of new homes, which is April 29th and 30th, they can come visit this model anytime.
Yes, this model is open on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 2 to 5, and then on Saturday and Sunday 1 to 5.
All right, well, thank you so much, Pat, for joining us today. Be sure to see this beautiful new model at Cooper Farms with the information on your screen. Thanks for joining us on Your Kentuckiana Home. We're very excited to be at the 2017 Women's Council Realtors Fashion Show. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
So we're with Louise Miller, and you are the chair of this great event.
Yes, it's been my pleasure to do that, and we're excited that it's such a great event. We have oversold what we anticipated, and we have a full crowd here today.
You have to be very proud because everybody here is having fun. There's lots of vendors. I mean, you can just feel the derby
all around us here, and we're at Churchill Downs, so it's perfect.
Well, we felt like this was a great venue to have this time of year, but we wanted a Gatsby theme, something to change it, and this year we changed it to a brunch from a typical luncheon. So we're trying to keep it fresh and new each year because we think everybody looks forward to coming.
And so you guys have been having this event for a long time.
Yes, I think this is our 8th one that we've done in recent years. We had them years ago, and then they stopped doing it, and we picked it back up again about 8 years ago.
And you don't just do this event for a great time. You're doing it to serve the community.
We serve the community, we serve our fellow professionals, and then we also serve it with giving money to charity. And this year, our charity is ovarian cancer awareness. So a portion of the proceeds will go to that charity.
All right, well, thank you so much for joining us, Louise. We really appreciate it. We're going to meet a ovarian cancer survivor that's a part of the fashion show in just a moment. We're back with more Your Kentuckiana Home. I'm with Amy Johnston now with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Parks and Leisburg. Thanks for joining us again.
Hi, good to see you, Kim.
So we're hearing in the media reports all the time now that the housing inventory is low. What does that mean?
Well, that means that if you're a home buyer, you only have a limited number of homes that you can look at, regardless of what it is that you want or can afford.
And lots of times you can't find exactly what you're looking for.
That's right. And you might even get into a bidding war over the one that seems like it could be okay and work for you and your family. Maybe not exactly perfect, but you're going to get into a bidding war with maybe 5 other families.
And so to avoid that scenario, someone might think about new construction.
I would definitely do that. New construction with Ball Homes is so much more enjoyable, I think, for my buyers, because they're able to select the floor plan that they want. They are able to select the lot that they want and then customize that home from top to bottom.
So we are in Primrose Meadows right now in this gorgeous model that the last time we were together on Your Kentuckiana Home, this actually wasn't even drywalled.
That's right, it was just framed, and now we've got this beautiful model here right off of Thixton Lane, and it's so nice.
So tell us a little bit about this neighborhood.
Primrose Meadows is in southern Jefferson County. If you take Bardstown Road to Thixton Lane, it's about 4 miles south of the Gene Snyder, near the parklands of Floyd's Fork. This neighborhood has about 38 available lots and 5 homes that are under construction right now that a buyer could buy that we call a quick move or a spec inventory home.
So how many spec homes are available right now that people can just move right in again?
So we have 5 quick move homes that are in various stages of construction. That's where Ball Homes has started the process for the buyer so that it won't take as long as a custom build-to-suit would.
That's really nice because it can take a while to build a home. So if you're in a situation where you just sold your house really quick and you need to find somewhere else to live, you don't have that wait time that you normally have with new construction.
That's true. We have also negotiated with some area apartment complexes that will do short-term leases for our buyers. So if you have a home that you have sold quickly, you could move into an apartment for a short amount of time until your Ball home is ready.
And when it comes to new construction, a lot of people think that you have to put a lot of money down to start building, but that's not the case with Ball Homes.
That's true. It's a big misconception with new construction. Many buyers believe that you have to have 10 or 20% down. With Ball Homes, they only require 1% to start construction on your brand new Ball home.
And you guys have so many different neighborhoods available.
So we have 6 different neighborhoods throughout Jefferson County where a buyer could select to build their new home with Ball.
And you guys are part of the tour of new homes where someone can come out and see all the lots that you guys have available and all the models and the spec homes.
That's correct. Ball Homes and Berkshire Hathaway are major contributor sponsors of the Tour of New Homes because we strongly believe that a new home is really the best opportunity for a buyer today.
It'll be a really good way to compare what you have available to what else is in the market.
That's right. I think when you shop other opportunities, you'll come back to Ball and realize that not only do they provide a great value for your money, but they also have great opportunities to get you in quickly and for less money down.
But you don't have to wait for the tour of new homes to see a Ball Homes. You can do it anytime. What are the hours?
So all of our model homes are open on the weekends on Saturdays and Sundays from 1 to 5. And then we have a few neighborhoods that are open during the week on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
All right, thank you so much for joining us again, Amy. It's always a pleasure having you on the show.
Thank you.
We'll be back with more Your Kentuckiana Home in just a moment. Hi, we're back with Stephanie Virgin, who is one of the models here at the 2017 Women's Council of Realtors Fashion Show. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.
So you are a ovarian cancer survivor, so congratulations
Thank you.
for battling that disease and winning.
Thank you.
And the money for this event today is going to the Ovarian Awareness of Kentucky.
Yes.
OAK
Yes.
is
correct.
what they call it. So tell us a little bit about what OAK does and why it's important.
So Ovarian Cancer Awareness of Kentucky has a mission of spreading awareness and providing support for women diagnosed with ovarian cancer. Awareness is really important for ovarian cancer. It's known as the cancer that whispers or the silent killer because the symptoms are so subtle that women tend to overlook them. And 75% of ovarian cancer is diagnosed late stage, where the survival rate is very low.
And it doesn't have to be, right?
Right. So ovarian cancer has symptoms as early as stage 1. Women just don't know to look for them. So our goal is to spread awareness about the symptoms of ovarian cancer so women can recognize them early and get in to see their doctor. Many women don't know that there is no test for ovarian cancer. So when you go to your annual appointment, you are not screened for ovarian cancer.
They're not. Okay. So what does a woman need to do then?
So the 4 main symptoms of ovarian cancer are bloating, abdominal pain, eating and feeling full quickly, and trouble with your bladder or urinary frequency. So if you're experiencing those symptoms for 2 or more weeks, or if it's unusual for your body, you need to seek out your doctor and ask them to rule out ovarian cancer.
And do you know how they do that?
The first step would be a pelvic exam, and if they suspect a mass, then they could do an ultrasound or a CT scan, but there is not a standard test that detects ovarian cancer.
Okay. And if someone wanted to learn more about OAK and ovarian cancer, how do they do that?
So you can go to oakky.org, it's oakky.org, and there's links to general information about ovarian cancer and then how to help the OAK organization here in Kentucky. Specifically, the Realtors Fashion Show event is benefiting a license plate initiative that we're working on. So we are working on getting a license plate approved for the state of Kentucky. So you can go and give your support annually when you renew your license plate.
Oh, wonderful. So if someone's a survivor out there and they would like this plate to spread their awareness to other women, they can find out more information on oakkentucky.org as well.
Correct.
All right, well, thank you so much, Stephanie. I really appreciate it. You're going to have so much fun being a part of this fashion show. I got to do it last year, and it was a blast.
Awesome.
We'll be back with more Your Kentuckiana Home in just a moment. Thanks for joining us on Your Kentuckiana Home. We are back at Window World of Louisville, and Greg Morris is here with us. Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for coming out.
So we had this really horrible hailstorm a couple weeks ago. I mean, Bardstown, Kentucky, my hometown. I mean, it was horrible how much they got. And I'm sure you're seeing a lot of damage out there.
We are. You know, our phone's been ringing, people wanting inspection on their roofs and siding and things, so we ride out and give a free inspection.
Are you seeing a lot of damage when you go give these inspections?
We are. You know, it's you know what? Sometimes you can look at a roof and not even know it's damaged. You really got to get up there and take a look. Take a look at your siding, your gutters. You can really, if you start seeing little dings and dents, most of the time you have damage on your roof as well.
So when you start seeing dings and dents, that's on your siding. So if you have damage on your siding, you definitely have it on your roof.
Most of the time, that's right. It depends on, you know, how it blows in and certain things like that. So I always check the gutters and any kind of aluminum because it dings pretty easily. So if you do see that, definitely give us a call and we'll come out and take a look.
And this time of the year, we have all kinds of storms coming in. It's been raining for the past couple of days, and that's usually when you start seeing really bad roof damage, right? Because it starts leaking.
It does. You know what? You got the wind damage, you got the hail damage. So if you start seeing some spotting on the interior of your roof, always check around your chimney in certain areas. Once you see some wetness coming through, most of the time it's roof damage.
And so what's the process to get someone to come out and inspect their siding and the roof and other items of their house?
Well, if you just give us a call here at the office, we'll send one of our qualified salesperson people out, and they'll come out, climb on the roof, take a look at it, take some snapshots, meet your adjuster if we have to, whatever it takes to help you get a free roof.
And you have gutters too, so if that wind comes through and blows off something, you can help them with that.
Definitely. It's siding, gutters, you name it, anything exterior, we're going to take care of. So we definitely do a full inspection. We'll check your siding, your gutters, your roofing, anything that could be damaged by hail or wind.
And you have a really nice warranty that goes along with everything that you sell.
Yeah, it's a lifetime warranty on everything that we install. So you're talking about your roof, a lifetime shingle and labor warranty, gutters, siding, you name it, we cover it.
And so if I have damage on my roof or my gutters, you come out, we meet with the insurance people, and do you handle all of that stuff on the back end for me?
We do. We handle everything. So pretty much all you do is call us, we'll take it from there and talk to your insurance company, meet your adjuster, give him all the quotes, and handle the job.
So Greg, you and your sales staff are out all the time meeting with houses. What are some of the damage that you've seen from this last storm?
Well, I tell you what, I was out in Pleasureville, Kentucky, which is quite a ways out and a beautiful ride out, and I was going out looking for windows, looking at the customers' windows, and we were standing outside talking, and I just looked up at his siding on his gables, and he had quite a few holes and some chips in it. And then I started looking at his gutters and I saw some dings, and I asked him, I said, have you had some hail? And he goes, oh, just a little bit. And I kind of said, well, that's not a little bit. I said, most likely you have roof damage as well. So now we've inspected the roof. We're working with these insurance company. Some people just don't know, you know, what to look for, and I pointed it all out and ended up having extensive hail damage.
Well, when you're not outside of your house that often, when you think about it, you're not, I mean, most people, if they have a garage, they're going right into their garage. So until it gets really nice outside and they start doing yard work, if they do their own yard work, then you don't see it.
Well, and that was the case because Saturday I was out there and it was a beautiful day. And we did a lot of our talking outside on their porch area, and it just so happened to look up when we walked around the house to look at the windows and saw the damage, and they were out in the yard planning and doing things. So they knew they had a hailstorm, they just didn't know how extensive it was.
And you helped someone in Indiana as well?
I did. You know, we went out and took a look at their roof. They thought they had hail damage, and they did. You know, we got on the roof, inspected it, and we're working with their insurance company too to get them a free roof.
And I'm sure with all the hail that was in Bardstown, I'm sure you're getting calls from them as well.
We are. My guys are in Bardstown the whole time. So they're out there, and again, once we meet with the customer, we start taking the job over from that point on to make sure that they get what's coming to them from their insurance companies.
So we've talked about southern Indiana, we've talked about Bardstown and Pleasureville. What is your radius? How far will you go out?
You know, we'll travel as far as a little bit south of E-Town up to Scottsburg, Indiana, and out towards Frankfort. So we have about an hour and a half circumference around Louisville.
So that's pretty much our coverage area on the television station WBNA 21. So if you can see the show, most likely then you guys can come out to them.
You can. You know what? And if you don't know that you have hail damage, call us up. Let us come out and take a look, because sometimes the signs are hidden.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us today, Greg. We really appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
If your house has been damaged by the storm that we just had, give Greg a call with the contact information on your screen. We're
We're back with Debbie Mann, who's the Regional Vice President here at the Women's Council of Realtors. Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
So you've been to the Kentucky Derby before.
I have, and I love it.
So you knew exactly how to dress for this fashion show event.
Absolutely.
So we're joking a little bit about the Kentucky Derby, but this is actually a really important cause because it's a networking event for the Women's Council of Realtors, and you guys do so much for the industry. Tell us what your organization does.
Well, our organization is a group of successful realtors who are empowering women to be the best they can be in the business, the industry, and the communities that we serve. So it's very important for us not only to be professional, but to lead other professionals in this business, to be brokers, to be owners, to really set the standard for professionalism in the industry. And so it's important for the consumers to know that there is a difference in realtors. I mean, everybody knows a realtor, but not all realtors are the same.
You know, and it's really important that you provide training for the realtors because every day laws are changing, and right now the market is just crazy. Someone said it was the wild, wild west.
Everywhere.
I mean, a friend of mine just looked at 24 houses and wrote 5 contracts before they found a house.
Oh my goodness. Yes, I mean it is, and it's important to be knowledgeable of that market, and we strive as Women's Council of Realtors Network to not only provide that education for our realtors, to make sure that they understand that the professionalism is in knowing your market and leading that market forward.
Thank you so much for joining us, Debbie. We really appreciate it.
Thank you. Appreciate you having me.
We'll be back with more Your Kentucky in a Home in just a moment. Thanks for tuning in to Your Kentucky in a Home. Tune in next week for more beautiful homes.
Thank you for watching Your Kentucky in a Home. Join us next week for another episode of Your Kentucky in a Home, brought to you by Window World.